The first day of spring is a great reason to smile, but you may have to dig a little deeper to plant a smile on your face that's perennially healthy. Dentist Steve Marsh is here to sow a few seeds of dental wisdom. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for that very cute opening, Armin.
Thank you for saying it's cute. My wife wrote it. All right. So what kind of spring cleanup do you have in mind for our viewers today?
Well, just like your last guest was talking about maintenance of flowers, we still have to maintain our teeth if we want to keep them, and that involves brushing at home, flossing to get the food debris out, and still visiting your dentist 3 to 4 times a year to make sure that everything is going along the way it should.
What if our smile has withered and we've actually lost teeth? Is it possible to plant a new smile?
Yeah, it is, and you hear a lot about implants, and I thought I'd also show you a few props, if you will, to show you what people have to deal with today. This is an upper denture, and an upper denture actually generally goes on pretty well, and it actually works almost like suction, and that's why people don't have much trouble with upper dentures. Lower dentures are another thing altogether. Many people over the years have lost some of their teeth, and they've gone to partials. In the old days they were metal, now we can do them with this plastic. But in any case, it's not very satisfactory for a lot of people. And that's where implants come into play, and that's where we can really plant a new smile.
All right, tell us about implants.
I actually brought a model here of implants, and this shows what the implant looks like, Armand. In terms of inches, it would be about a ½ an inch, and it goes into the bone, assuming
it's like a post?
Like a post. And either an oral surgeon generally or a periodontist will place the implant into the bone. The bone takes about 4 months to grow around it. And then the dentist comes back, and the restorative dentist will then put some posts on top of it and then crowns on top, and in that way you can almost have your own teeth again. And for people who've suffered with lower dentures that didn't stay in or partials, this is a huge feat for them.
So it's like planting a new tooth, basically.
Very much like that.
All right. Now, let's say that we've lost all our teeth. Can you implant more than one tooth at a time?
Yes, you can. And sometimes you can give a whole full arch of teeth, sometimes some of them. And sometimes you hear today about people getting teeth in a day. Generally, there are 4 implants, rather, and on top of that, a denture is either snaps in or then gets screwed in. And I think the best way to illustrate it would be to look at our pictures.
Pictures are good.
Thanks,
Let's take a look.
And this is a patient who came to me. We had actually restored his teeth, and then with porcelain crowns and some porcelain veneers, he lost a tooth. He actually had fractured the tooth, and it wasn't savable. An implant was placed, and that's actually what's called a healing screw in the jaw. And then I fabricated, with my lab's help, a ceramic abutment, meaning you have to do something to put the tooth on. That's a ceramic abutment. And I love the way this picture came up. That's the final crown. So again,
so you planted a tooth.
We planted a tooth in a sense, and he flosses and cleans it just like he would a normal tooth.
All right, what's this picture show?
This is a young girl, actually a granddaughter of one of your viewers, and actually had lost a tooth in an accident. They came to me, and we really didn't want to involve those teeth on either side. She was young enough that we didn't want to do a bridge. She certainly didn't want to wear a partial, so we went in. An implant was placed. I then put a crown on that, and across the front we did some porcelain veneers. She was 21 years old and looks absolutely beautiful now, and she's in nursing school.
Great. Do we have any? There's another one.
You would ask, are there times where you have to put more than many teeth? This is a patient who had worn a partial for all these years. He was a retired teacher. He couldn't stand it, and the picture on the right shows him with the partial out. He said, I really want to have my own teeth. I want to function and chew.
Wow.
It says during, that's when we've had the implants placed in those porcelain abutments that I told you about. And the after, you now see a full complement of teeth. There's no partial. Those are like his own teeth.
And you don't have to take them out and put them in a cup or anything?
No, nothing like that. He feels like he can function better. He loves his smile for the first time in a long time, and he feels whole again. That's the words, or those were the words he said to me. And that's very satisfactory for him, but real gratifying for dentists today as well.
Thank you very much, Steve.
My pleasure.
All right, plot out your plans. Your implants, your plans to cultivate beautiful teeth now. Then by the time the flowers bloom, you'll have a perennially beautiful smile. My thanks to Steve for joining us today.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com. Next, the best and brightest on the big screen.